Okay, hello, this is my first video tutorial from fragmentdesigns.co.uk, so we'll see how it goes. This is what I'm going to teach you to make today. It's a signature that I made earlier, so let's go. Alright, we start with our new document. I prefer to work with 400 by 100, but you can use whatever size you want, so let's start by pasting in our stock with Ctrl V, then we'll press Ctrl T just to resize it and get it down to a nice size just to fit into your signature, just like that. The stock that I used is this. When I post up this on YouTube or wherever, I'll post a link for you guys. So right, now we've resized it, what we're going to do is add a new layer, and I like to name mine so I know what I'm doing. We're going to add some depth to this one, so we just select a 3 pixel brush, take the size up to about 100 and take the hardness right down to 0 and just brush around the edges like this. And once you've done that, set it to soft light and just take it down to about 60%, that should be fine. Alright, now we're going to use a technique called a clip-in mask, which for some people will be a new technique. It's pretty helpful. So let's just find a suitable brush. Could have been a bit more prepared, but this is pretty much improvised, so just bear with me. No. Alright, we'll use this one. Don't forget to create the new layer for the brush. And there we go. Alright. Now you need to erase where it covers your focal point. So just take out a big soft eraser like that. Okay, now we go layer, new layer. Okay, now this is where it happens. We go image, apply image. Okay. Then we come to the layer palette right here. Right click, create clip-in mask. Now when you move that layer, you want to get it just so it creates a nice pattern there, just like that. Now we're going to do the same again on the left side of the zig, so we'll just create another new layer. Okay, this time we're going to use a smaller brush. I know which one I want, let's just find it. It's here somewhere. Here we go. Just a nice smaller one like this. Another layer. Okay. Then we'll apply the image. And again, right click, create clip-in mask right here. We'll just move it till we get the effect that we want. Something like that will do. It doesn't seem to do much, but when you finish it will become clear. Right, now we're going to add in a C4D render. A lot of people struggle with these. You can get them from sites like GameRenders.com, but I have some here, so try and find ones that match the colour of your SIG. So I've got some nice blue ones here that I'll use, so we place those. And then make them a little bit bigger. Just get them to a nice size that you want. Try not to cover the face of the character. Then we'll set that to color dodge. That looks okay. Alright, yeah, that should be fine. Now we're gonna add in some lighting, so we'll create a new layer right there. Okay, like we did before when we added the depth, we'll take out 3 pixel brush up to 100 size, hardness down to 0, but this time we want to make it white. So you can see the shadows are kind of down here to the left of her face. It's kind of light here, so the light's coming up from here somewhere, so we'll put it a few times there. Put that to soft light and just take it down to about 90%. That should be okay. Now we're going to add a ripple. So we'll go layer, new layer. Okay. Apply the image again. Okay, alright, now we go filter, distort, ripple, and we'll set that right the way up to 999. Then we'll just set that to lighten, and just erase it again with a big soft eraser. Just erase over the focal point there, just like that. Now, just like we did with the ripple, we're going to add in a wave, so new layer. Okay, apply the image again. Then this time we go filter, distort, wave, and just hit randomize a few times until you get one that you like. I'll go for that, that looks alright. Again, set it to lighten and erase over the focal point, like so. Right, now we're going to add in some lighting effects called an Omni, so another new layer, apply image. Okay, now don't forget the lighting we originally put was from this area here, so we'll go with that again. So filter, this time render, lighting effects. Now we want this on default, then we'll just drop down this and go to Omni. So just try and place the center to where the lighting's coming from, which is about there. And we'll leave that on normal, and we'll take the opacity down just a little bit to about 75. That should be fine. Now we'll add a little bit more black depth like we did before, so we take out 100 pixel brush, hardness all the way down again. We'll make it black because we're adding depth. It's already darker on this side than it is on this side, so we'll add some here and just a little bit on this side like that. Okay, that's my bad. I haven't added a new layer. You can see this is improvised, so I'm not doing a great job so far. So we'll create the new layer. Okay, we've got the brush 100 pixels, soft, black. So it's darker here, so we'll put some more depth there, just a little bit on this side. Then we'll set it to soft light and take that down. As you can see, it's darker on the left here, so I'm just going to erase some of that to make it a bit more even. There we go. Now we're going to add in another C4D render. So we'll place another one that kind of goes with the colour. I quite like that one again, so we'll add that. We'll resize it. I'm going to rotate it this time to try and get it to go off to the left a little bit more. Just like that, that looks nice. Again, we set it to color dodge. Now Control T to free transform. I want to rotate it just a little bit more up there, so it's not so off center. There we go, that looks fine. There's a little bit on her face here, so we'll just take that off with the eraser. Okay, now we're gonna add another small clipping mask like we did earlier, just to the left because it's looking kind of empty. So again, pick a nice brush. That's quite nice, I think. I'll put that one there. So we go new layer. Okay, just make your brush stroke once, like that, and create another layer. Okay, we need to apply the image like before. Then again, right click, create clipping mask, and then just move it so you get the effect that you want. There we go, that looks quite nice. Now we're going to add in a pattern because it's looking kind of bare still, so we'll make a new layer. Okay, but this time we press Control A to select everything. So then we go edit, and we want to fill it with a pattern called a scan line. If you haven't already got scan lines or you don't know how to make them, then visit www.fragment-designs.co.uk